Have you ever lived somewhere, maybe a dorm or a shared house, where one room just felt off, like there was a story there that no one was telling? Well, settle in, because this one will give you chills. Near a bustling university campus, there's an old boarding house, the kind with creaky floors and stories soaked into the walls. And in this house, there's one particular room that has been occupied for as long as anyone can remember. Year after year, students come and go, but this room remains taken. Here's the strange part. The rent is always paid on time. Always. The light under the door is perpetually on, casting a faint, unwavering glow into the hallway at night. Sometimes, if you're quiet, you can hear the soft shuffle of footsteps from within. But here's the kicker. No one has ever, not once, seen the tenant. Not the landlord, not the other residents, nobody. The landlord has a system. Every month, he leaves a plain brown envelope for the rent bill just outside the door. By the next morning, without fail, the envelope is gone. A few days later, a new envelope, filled with the exact cash amount, appears in its place. No questions asked, no interaction needed. The arrangement is so reliable, so eerily seamless, that after a while, even the landlord stopped questioning it. But the students living nearby couldn't ignore the oddities so easily. They'd whisper stories in the common room. Some claimed to hear the soft, rhythmic tap-tap-tapping of a keyboard late at night, as if someone was writing endlessly. Others spoke of faint, almost inaudible whispers, like a hushed conversation with no one. On a few occasions, a resident swore they heard quiet, muffled sobbing drifting from behind the closed door. It was just enough to make your skin crawl, but never loud enough to justify knocking. Over the years, the room became a legend, a dare. Don't go near the ghost room, new students would be warned. Most heeded the advice, keeping their distance and their curiosity in check. But one year, a particularly brave, or perhaps foolish tenant decided they had to know. They were tired of the whispers, the unanswered questions, the constant, unnerving presence. One moonless night, fueled by a mix of courage and anxiety, this student crept down the silent hallway. The only light was the familiar thin yellow line emanating from under the mystery door. Their heart pounded in their chest. They got down on their hands and knees, pressing their face against the cold, worn wood. They held their breath and slowly, carefully, peered through the old-fashioned keyhole. What they saw would haunt them forever. They didn't see a desk or a bed or any furniture. They saw an eye, a single wide pale eye, unblinking and bloodshot, staring directly back at them from the other side. It filled the entire keyhole, as if it were pressed right up against the door. A primal fear, cold and sharp, shot through the student. They scrambled backward, stifling a scream, and fled back to their own room, locking the door behind them. They didn't sleep a wink that night. The next morning, something was different. The student, still shaken, cautiously approached the door again. The keyhole, the tiny window into that terrifying sight, had been sealed. A small circular piece of metal was now firmly plugged into the opening from the inside. There was no way to look in anymore. The message was clear: you are not welcome here. That very day, the curious tenant packed their bags. They didn't tell the landlord why they were breaking their lease. They didn't say goodbye to their housemates. They just left, disappearing without a word, adding another layer to the mystery of the room that was always occupied but forever empty. And to this day, the light under the door stays on, the rent is always paid, and no one dares to look through the keyhole again. What do you think is inside that room? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more mysteries. See you next time.